Recording in progress.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandegam Shri Guru Shri Utapadakkamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Visakanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhana Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namagam. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita that we should not be lamenting for anything. Wise man laments neither for the living nor for the dead. That's what he told Arjuna. Gatasu nagatasumscha nanu sochanti pandita. So it all depends upon in what platform, what consciousness we are living. Because Krishna, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, he is teaching very clearly that we are not the body, we are the soul. So in our day-to-day life, every day, every moment, are we living with the understanding that we are the soul or we are bodily conscious? Whether we are soul conscious or bodily conscious. Soul conscious means it is Krishna consciousness. Because that means we understand that there is Paramatma, the super soul. So bodily conscious means we are just relating everything what we see in this material world with our material senses. What we are perceiving with our material senses. This thing can happen only as long as this material body works. As long as our senses are working, we are able to interact with this world. Eventually, at some point of time, when we get old, our senses are going to become very weak, and also it's very difficult to perceive with our senses. So that means the sense perception will decline. What we are able to see or hear or smell or taste or touch, and everything is going to go down. Even our body, we need to understand that even our karmendriyas, everything is working as a function of how the signals are flowing. So it's all electric signals, that's it. Going to the brain or coming from the brain to our karmendriyas, working senses, are going to the brain from our sensory system, that is knowledge acquiring senses. So knowledge acquiring senses, our working senses, everything is acting is only based on electrical signals which is going through our nervous system. So that is the reality. So when we get old, it slows down. because there is something called insulation. So if that insulation myelin sheath that is on the nerves, on the top of the nerves, so that way then electricity can flow very nicely. Otherwise, if it is not very well insulated, then it's very difficult for it to flow. So that means it will take time for the signal to reach our brain, and it takes time for us to even react. So that's why when we get old, so the things we can do things very fast, like when we are able to do when we are young. So that is the reality. So that means we are realizing, we have to realize the reality that when we get old, we are going to get diseased for sure. And our senses are going to become very weak. That's also for sure. And at some point of time, our organs also won't function very well. So then at some point of time, it will stop working. Then we have to leave this body. So if we live in body conscious, we need to understand that everything is temporary here, everything is miserable here, and we are not going to be happy at all because everything will come to an end. But if we are able to understand this Bhagavad Gita very well, and then if we live in soul consciousness, then we know that there is a bright future waiting for us in the next life. So that knowledge we will get it. Otherwise, only with body conscious, only focusing on material sense objects, focusing on materialistic activities, and simply becoming old, getting old and diseased and die, and then again take another birth in this material veil and struggle and suffer, and this process will continue. But with soul consciousness, we need to understand that our future is going to be even more better, brighter. Because we are going to get another body. That body is going to be young, and we will be able to act very fast. We'll be able to do a lot of things very fast. But we need to make sure that body should not be another material body where we have to again go through the same changes, old age, disease, and death. So for that purpose, we need to use this body right now, whatever we have got the opportunity, to purify ourself. That means to release our soul from the clutches of material bondage, from Maya. That's what we should do. Because when we are connected with this material veil, when we are attached to material sense objects, so then we are increasing our attachment, and we get too much entangled in this material veil. Then at the time of death, we have to lose this body for sure. But it is only this body we will lose. This particular body is going to get old, diseased, and it's going to die. In fact, this body itself is changing every day. The bone, the cells in our body, whatever we have right now, it is not the same like what we had a week ago or what we had years ago. In fact, so after every 7 years, most of the cells in our body are completely new only. That's what we need to understand. Everything is changing. Nothing is temporary. Nothing is permanent. So now we have got the opportunity to plan our next life. Are we ready to do that? That's what is the biggest question, important question. So we need to first of all get rid of kama, krodha, vimukthanam. So that's what is very important. Kama, krodha, vimukthanam, yatinam, yathachetasam, abhito brahma nirvana, vartate viditatma. So that's what is very important. So that means we need to perform all our activities with sannyasa. Sannyasa yoga yuktatma. Vimuktoma mupaisasi. That's what Krishna says there. So if we do like that in all our activities, then na karmani nibandhananti. Then none of our activities are going to bind us. So that's what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. So that we need to practice every day now. We should start practicing. We should practice every day, renouncing everything what we have. Giving up all attachments we have, we need to practice. That's what is very important. Focusing our mind only on Krishna all the time, we will be able to get there. So that way, when we want to serve Krishna, when we want to study Bhagavad Gita, understand that we are the body, we are the soul, we are not the body, understanding that. So then we have to create our environment in such that it is very, very helpful for us to go to achieve our destination. That's what is very important. For example, a student wants to study and get excellent grades, marks, and go to college and come to the, like, want to become the topper. So he cannot be going out every day and watching movies or playing games and talking about politics and all such things. Then that person, definitely we cannot expect him to study very well and become a topper in the class. It's not possible. He has to give up all such things and work very hard, study and understand. So that means how you utilize the time. That's what is very important. That is applicable for every job what we are doing. If we are excellent in doing something, so that means we are putting enough time to do that. That's why we are becoming excellent. If you are achievers, high achievers, it's not going to come just like that. We have to practice. We have to put a lot of effort. We have to put a lot of time. We have to use all the time for that purpose. So then we can achieve that. That is, materially speaking itself, when that is the case, then what about spiritually? We want to achieve Goloka. We want to go to Goloka. We don't want to come back to this material world. So simply sitting idle means simply having attachments to material sense objects. That's not going to happen. So we need to practice. And what we need to practice? We need to practice ditching everything. We need to practice giving up everything. All the attachments should be gone. So that practice we have to do. So that way we have to make our life very simple, very easy. We should not complicate things. Krishna says very clearly that only just for maintaining our body, Sariram kevalam karma kurvan apnoti kilbisham. That's what Krishna is saying. So just for maintaining our body, if we perform the activities, then we are not going to get any sins. But if we perform activities to accumulate so much wealth, so much of lot of material properties in this world, and thinking that we own that, in fact, there is nothing wrong. If we accumulate everything to use it in Krishna's service, then there is no problem. We can do that. We can work very hard. Of course, we need to strictly follow the regulative principles and strictly follow, as Krishna says, that our eating and sleeping, all those things. So we need to definitely maintain a good health. But we can achieve, we can accumulate. But everything we need to understand that it's all Krishna's property. Everything is owned by Krishna. That's what we need to understand. When Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita that you have a right to perform your duty, but you don't have any right to the results. That's what he very clearly said. Karmanya eva adhikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. That's what is very important. So at no point of time you have the right to the results. Ma paleshu kadachana. Ma karma palahe turbur mate sango swakarmani. So never be attached to, never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities. We get something. We achieve success. We get results. But we should not think that we want that results. And we should not think that we got the results because of us. We are not the cause for the results. So these two things we have to be very clear. We only have the right to perform our duty. But when the results come, if they are good results or bad results, We should not be thinking that we want those results. And we should not be even thinking that we are the cause for the results. And never be attached to not doing your duties. Just because we don't want the results and we are not the cause for the results, we should not think that I should not do anything. We have to do it. Because without doing it, how can we get rid of our material entanglement? We have to act. To maintain, at least to maintain our body, we need to act. And there is so much of service opportunities for us to act. Yajnadana tapakarma, we can keep on doing it. There are so many people suffering in this material world. So many people, they don't even get their daily bread, their daily meal, even a single meal, they don't even get it. They're struggling, they're suffering. Not good water is there, not good their life is there for them. There are a lot of people are struggling and suffering. So yajna, dana, tapa, karma, we should not give it up at all. So that's what we should be doing it. So if we have any skills, what we can do, we have to utilize that for the benefits of others. Because for us, we are not going to take anything with us. And for us, we are not attached to anything in this material world. And we don't, when we study, keep on studying Bhagavad Gita again and again, that's what will automatically happen. Basically, we won't get any attachment to anything in this material world. That is the effect of this Bhagavad Gita. We naturally, when we are developing that attachment on Krishna, then we automatically give up all the attachments to everything in this material world. So whatever we have it, whatever we gain it, materially speaking, mentally we will think that it is Krishna's. That's what is very important. So we have to mentally, we should be able to manasa sannyasyaaste manasa. So that's what is very important. So sarva karmani manasa sannyasyaaste sukham vasi. That's what Krishna said. So all the activities, if we are able to renounce mentally, so physically we will get all the results. We will utilize everything in Krishna's service. So everything we will get it. We won't throw it away because everything belongs to Krishna. So that way we want to use everything in Krishna's service. So but mentally we should not be thinking that we own it. So that's why sarva karmani manasa sannyasyaaste, then we will be able to live a very, very happy life. Sukham vashi. Navadvare pure degi. Naiva kurvan na karayam. That's what is very important. So we should be naiva kurvan na karayam. So we are not the not the doer. We are neither the doer and nor the cause for the action. That's what is very important. So that is the knowledge we are getting from Bhagavad Gita. When things happen, everything is happening around us. When great things happen around us, we should not be thinking that it's happening because of me. It's all Krishna is helping us. That's what we need to see Krishna's hands. So especially when we start serving Krishna, when we are engaged in Krishna's service, we are going to get a lot of great things in our life. Things will come to us just like that. And we should not think that that is because of me. That's what is very important. We should think that that is because of Krishna. So Krishna, who is everything, of course. So he is the source of everything. For him, when he wants to give us, he will give us so much that we can't even handle it. That's what we need to understand. So that way, when we start utilizing everything in Krishna's service, so that way we will make sure that we are not bound by anything in this material world. So that's what is very, very important, that when we utilize everything in Krishna's service, when we work for Krishna, when we do everything for Krishna, so that way we are making sure that nothing is binding us to this material world. So that way, as I said earlier in the beginning of this lecture, that we have to understand that even though we are getting old, we are getting diseased, we are going to die, but there is a bright future waiting for us in the next life. So that can happen only if we constantly engage ourselves in Krishna's service. So now we are successfully studying in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we are studying is in this sloka number 26. Arjuna told Krishna, Here, Arjuna has still not started talking. Sanjay is telling that what Arjuna could see in the battlefield. Tatra pasyat stithan partha pitrunatha pitamahan acharyan mathulan bhratrun putran pautran sakim statha swasuran suhrudaschaiva senayorubayorapi. So there Arjuna could see Tatra Pasyan Sitan Partam Pitrunata Pita Mahan. So he was able to see fathers and grandfathers, and then teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, Acharyan, Mathulan, Bratran, then Putran, Pautran, Sakim, Satam. So that is sons and grandsons, and then friends, and Swasuran, Sugurdas, Chaiva, fathers-in-law, and well-wishers. So all of them he could see. He could see in both the armies. Senayor Ubayorapi. So that's what we are understanding. There Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties, his fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his fathers-in-law and well-wishers. So then, what we are studying in the next sloka we studied in the previous class, Tan samikshya sa kaunteya sarvan bandhunavasthitan krupaya paraya vishto vishidan idamabravit. So Tan samiksha sa kaunteya sarvan bandhun avasthitan. So the son of Kunti, after seeing all the relatives assembled there, Sarvan Bandhun Avastita, Kripaya Paraya Vishnu Visidan Idam Abravit. So he became overwhelmed with compassion, Kripaya Paraya Vishnu, then Visidan Idam Abravit. While lamenting, he spoke the following words. So now Arjuna is going to talk. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. So what did he speak? Arjuna uvacha drishtvaimam swajanam Krishna yuyutsam samupastitam Sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parisushyate. Krishna, after seeing Swajanam, or my kinsmen, my relatives, Yutsam Samupastitam, assembled for fighting. So after seeing all my relatives who are assembled here for fighting, Sidanti mamagatrani mukam cha parisusyate. My limbs are quivering and my mouth is drying up. Then he continued, that is, Arjuna said, my dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel my limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. So then he continued that Vepatuscha sarire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam sramshate hastat tvakshaiva paridahyate. So my body is trembling. Vepatuscha sarire me. My hairs are standing on end, Roma harshascha jayate. And my bow, Gandiva, is slipping from my hands. Gandivam sramsate hastat. And my skin is burning. Tvakshaiva paridahyate. That's what Arjuna says. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand and my skin is burning. So this is Arjuna's situation in the battlefield. Duryodhana's situation was completely different. He was thinking that, oh, our army is very powerful and strong, and it's very well protected by Bhishma. So like that, he told Dronacharya, his teacher. But here, Arjuna is telling Krishna, after seeing everyone, he is not comparing the strength of the armies. He's not even thinking that Krishna is with me, I'm going to win. Arjuna is actually telling Krishna that after seeing all my relatives assemble here to fight, my limbs are quivering, my mouth is drying up, my whole body is trembling, and my hairs are standing on end. My bow Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. So that's what Arjuna's situation. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 29th sloka in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna, Hina Mataji.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much Guruji for today's class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much for the class, Guruji.
Thank you.
Very
Prabhu.
interesting class, Guruji.
Yes,
Understanding slowly and slowly. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Everything
Hare
is
Krishna,
becoming
Guruji.
very clear. Hare Krishna. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
yes,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna
Yes,
Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much,
Mataji.
Guruji.
Thank you,
so much.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare
For
Krishna
the
Mataji.
wonderful class.
Yes,
What
Mataji.
we learn is how we have to be soul conscious always and not body conscious. And
once we realize the importance of detachment and surrender, like when Arjun is standing in the battlefield and when he sees such a powerful army, he is worried how he is going to win with them. Then the realization is when the whole world is against us, thus nothing can be against. That is
Yes.
the realization we should have. So, thinking in Krishna consciousness, we will never be defeated.
That is correct, Mataji.
Thank
Exactly.
you, Guruji,
Thank
for
you,
the class.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Krishna, today I could attend the Bhagavad Gita class. I missed a few classes in the last 3 days. Today, we are studying Bhagavad Gita very nicely, the Raja Vidya. In today's class, what we learned, Krishna is telling a wise man does not lament at all. We have to think we are not the body and we are the soul. We should be soul conscious. This body in old age, it gets wear and tear and this weak and always diseases and organs dysfunction and ultimately death. Whereas if we are body conscious, is everything lies like that temporary and miserable to the end. If we live in soul conscious, we realize the truth and we always think that there is a bright future in our next birth. We should try to relieve from Maya and disconnecting everything with these material sense objects. We have to plan for our next life. We have to get rid of karma, krodha. We need to practice renouncing everything of material nature. To achieve material gains, we have to put more effort. Whereas for spiritual achievement, we need to practice giving up everything. We should make our life simple. For results, we should not think we are the cause of results. We have to perform all activities and not bothered about results. We should do yajna, dana, tapa, karma, and we should not give up. We should work for the benefit of others. Give up all attachments by developing love for Krishna. All the activities to be renounced mentally. Everything to be done in Krishna service only. We should think that we are neither the doer nor the cause for results. We engage in Krishna service always. Then we are not bound by the material world. We have to think that Krishna is the source of everything. In today's sloka number 27, Arjuna, after seeing the all relatives assembled in the battlefield, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke the following words. In sloka 28, Arjuna says to Krishna, Krishna, after seeing our Svajana, my own kinsmen, relatives assembled for fighting, my limbs are quivering and my mouth is getting dry. Today's sloka 29, Arjuna is again telling, my body is getting trembled, my hairs are straight, and my Gandiva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. This is the thing what I held today in the battlefield. That is what Arjuna told today in this sloka number 29. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sarveshwar Vishnu Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Dandot Pranam Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Dandot Pranam Guruji, Dandot Pranam.
Asha Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you Guruji for wonderful class. We are all entangled in material world, so we should practice that we are the soul, not the body. Sincere practice for Krishna service, then we will come out of this material world.
Yes, Mataji. It's all Krishna's mercy. We will be.
We should not lament him when we connect with Krishna's ourselves, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Sunita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
This is the I found today's class to be focused, more focused on your work. You can be by being all that we are learning from the Krishna consciousness, and that is to be focused in a present work.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Ganesh Urpa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
No questions, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for a class, Guruji.
Yes,
We learn Bhagavad Gita, we learn biology, physics, chemistry also from you in the classes.
That is correct, Mataji. Today, there's so much of biology we
Yeah,
studied today.
yeah, myelin sheath and the nervous system and other things.
All the nervous
Yes,
system. That
Guruji.
is correct, Mataji. That is how we
Thank
get
you very
old.
much.
When we become old, definitely our senses, how it's becoming weak. So that's why I was explaining that, yes, Mataji.
Yes. Thank you, Guruji, and very nicely summarized by Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu also, who takes notes and nicely summarizes. So, a very important point is, as we spiritually grow, we have to give up rather than gain things.
That is correct.
That is the progress that we show. And thank you. And to leave Kama, Krodha, and Lobha as we grow spiritually. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna.
Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. It's all, we are all thankful to Krishna.
Joined little late, Guruji. I'll follow on YouTube.
Yeah, in YouTube we can follow. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Subbaraju Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Soul service is all important, and continuity of Anma principle is well understood. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Interesting session, Guruji. Main thing you have said about the soul consciousness and body consciousness. The soul consciousness is preferable as the body consciousness. The body
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am not able to hear you, Prabhu, now. Hare Krishna.
again, when we get another life also, another body also, that is also going to perish. And this is full of misery. This world is full of misery. And always aim for the soul consciousness. That is the essence.
Yes, Prabhu.
And another thing, you have interesting thing you have said, analogy you have said about the intelligent young man pursuing for studies, if he goes for IIT, IIM, and even he is intelligent and very good in his studies and intellect, but if he get distracted by politics, game and other things, then he will not be able to perform that way. That analogy you have tried to correlate with our journey in the Krishna consciousness. We have to be not distracted, deviated. We have to constantly put the effort in that direction. Then only we can get achievement. That will be the way you imbibe the learning in a very interesting way, a day-to-day life, and really interesting.
Yes.
I am thoroughly enjoyed the session. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
Dandot Pranam,
Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Kumbhanandi sir, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.